Let's explore the API a little bit. Now we saw earlier that we could set the location of the panorama by calling setPosition on the Street View Panorama object and give it latitude and longitude. In addition to that, we can also get the location, and this will return a Street View Panorama location object. This object itself will have a latitude and longitude on it. So you can use this if the user has moved around the map to understand where the user is presently, and then you can plot that location on a map. So for example, if the user was hiking down the Grand Canyon, you could have a map beside the Street View Panorama view, and as the user moves down the Grand Canyon or as the user moves along in Street View, you could have a pin on the map update to show the user's location based on what they're looking at. You can also get panorama camera on the Street View Panorama. Now you might remember the camera from earlier in this course, and the concepts are the same. This will return a Street View Panorama camera, as you saw when we were creating the app, and this will allow you to read or edit things such as the zoom, the tilt, the bearing, etc. Let's take a look at the code now and look at the panorama camera again and see how we had set it up. So if you remember back to the code, I've changed the camera view to be one where it points south by setting the bearing to be 180. I created a Street View Panorama camera, and I tell the panorama to animate to that camera at this bearing. I could have done similar things with tilt or zoom, just like I would do with a mapping application. So if you're not familiar with this, check back to the sections where we explored using the camera on a map view earlier in this course.